We are going to discuss about the collections, the Python collections. Now we have four type of Python collections. One is called the list. One is list. List is a collection which is ordered, changeable, and duplicate values are permitted in that. How to create the list? So I just make this as a comment line, and then I just make one list. So my list equals, in the bracket separated by commas, you can put the individual elements like mango, apples, guavas. So double quotes are also allowed, single quotes are also allowed, just they are, you can say, kind of strings. And if you use the number at their places, they will be behaving like an array. But here I am taking the collection of some name of the fruits, and these are my list. So now pineapples, and I have one more I take, that is grapes. Yeah, here. So just print the list, print my list. Now you see them, this gives you idea like this. Then this allows, like if I add mango again, there will not be any error and it will work effectively. So see, the duplicate values are allowed, and it is changeable. You can keep on adding some elements into them, like suppose if I add my list dot append uh, another fruit, I say watermelon, and then if I run, so here you see the watermelon is added to the list. And then there are some functions like you can copy one list into the another. Suppose my duplicate list equal to my list dot copy, and then if you print here my d list, means now right, I'm printing the my d list. So if it is copied, so if my list is copied into my d list, so the content will be same. So here it is there. So this is a functions call. You can also count the number of elements in it. So my d list dot count, and then by that you can find the, it says that it just counts duplicate values, kind of less, like mangoes. So this one you have to run. So the mangoes, there is 0 mango, so you are trying to count that how many mangoes are there. So here I have written mango and here I have written mangoes, that's why it is showing. Now if I say I change the mango, and now if you see again, so it says 2, it means the mango has occurred 2 times here. Then you have another functions called extend, like suppose I have another list, my list 2 equal to peach, and I take another fruit, and that is plum. So if I want to extend my d list to contain these two also, so I write my d list dot extend my list 2. So now if I run again, then I have to make changes here. Now you see, so now you see peach and plum have been added. So there are various functions associated with this list, and they are just like you can also use extend my dlist dot index. Then you have to mention that index is mango, so mango index. Now since index means at which position in the arrow the mango is existing there, so now if you run, it says 0. It means this is the first element, the mango is occurring at 0. If I make it apples, so the arrays indexing always begin with 0, so this is the 0 element and this is the first element, second element, so here you will have the answer as 1. Now 0 1 2 3 4, this is how the indexing begin. Now if I want to insert some element into the array, then what I have to do, I will make changes, and here, so this my list provides a lot of functions to manipulate these elements of the list. So my dlist dot insert, so I say mango, and can I make it, so now see what is happening. So str mango, this is, I write tango here and write 3. So if I run, now see, it means that I have inserted tango at the position 3, means 0 1 2 3, and at the position 3 I had guavas. Now here you see the guavas, and then pineapples, and then app. So inserting tango, and then into my list I have inserted, so I have to check in my list because I have not inserted. Let it insert in my D list only, so that you can see, because I'm printing my D list, so that's better. So here I do. So now you see tango has reached to 0 1 2 3 at third position. If I say no, make it at the second position, then the tango will come here 0. This is the first indexing, 0 1 2, and then, so insert means inserting a particular word at a particular position. So I use strawberry because in a collection of the fruits tango is not suitable word, so I'll use this strawberry. Now it is there. Now if I want to remove some element from this one, then I have to use my dlist dot remove. So what to remove? Suppose I say remove guavas, and then it will be printing, so the resultant list will not have guava into it. So now here I say guavas is not there because guava was at position 3. If I just make it comment line to see where was guava, so it is just there. Now see guava is there at the index position 2, 0 1 2. Now if I this one, then the guava is not there. So this is how you can remove. You can also reverse the arrow, like the list of elements, like reverse, and now here it see, so it's starting from the back to front, and just like you see you have the list here. So mango, grapes, pineapples, from the end is just, and here it is, we have added peach and plum also. So this is my reverse list, starting from the end. So it's just like the 0 to size -1, and again back to size -1 to 0, kind of, so reversing, just normal reversing. Then you can also sort the list. If you want the list to sort it, then you just sort it. Now these are the how this will be sorted. So sorting is done on the basis of the letters of, just like the words in dictionaries, A, G, W, G. So A comes first, then G comes, then this one comes. So this way, and some ASCII values notations are also there using that, because capital G and C, it's just like it simply sorts this in the particular order. Okay, now here I see this G and this G, because of the ASCII values, the difference, I make this both G together. So now see grapes and the guavas, after sorting they are coming one by another, because now you see the mango M and capital M, based on their ASCII values, these two are different words. So here I make this one as capital M, then the result, these two M's are separated, because capital M and N's come here and this M comes here, because this is beginning with the small letter, this is beginning with the capital letter. So the collection sum of the ASCII values of them will be different from the ASCII values, because Python is also a case sensitive programming language. So here the lower case letters are different ASCII values than the uppercase letters. Now if you want to sort, these are things are there which you can do with the sort. I just want to run a loop to describe, again just like in the previous video we have done about the loops. Now here I just want to say that you can use loop also to print the particular elements in a particular fashions, like one by one. So I say for I in my list. Now pay attention friends. So for I in my list, now I'm printing I. So what is I in the list? Elemental wise, first element is I mango, second element is apple. So print I. Now here I run. So this way it works. Mango, this is not printing it in the form of the whole list together, it is printing one element at a time. And slowly just keep on practicing and subscribe to our channel, keep on doing practices with them, and then when just little later, when this syntax and semantics explanation is done, we will go into the proper project, and then we will be able to see the things that how these small tricks make a great job. Thank you very much. Subscribe to our channel, stay tuned, and here we go.